Scrappers, it's so hot today. I'm wearing shorts and that never happens, but the timing works out well because I want to talk about some items that you can scrap during the summertime. So a lot of easy wins, right? And I want to show you this one right off the bat, a window air conditioning unit. Now, of course, we know about the aluminum copper radiator, the sealed unit, the motor inside. Couple really important things to keep in mind. Most scrap yards will not buy these from you unless refrigerant is properly evacuated. That doesn't mean cut the line and let the gas go up in the air, so make sure you find someone who can drain it for you. There are kits that you can do it yourself, but don't just take a pair of snips and cut it. At my scrap yard, we don't buy these from anyone except HVAC vendors, so they had to do the refrigerant evacuation and recovery. But a great item to probably quadruple your money on by taking things apart. Now, if you follow me, they say a diamond is a girl's best friend, but a magnet is a scrapper's best friend. And let me show you why. Here you see this beautiful pool that was used. There was some steel coping around the bottom, and the customer goes, I got a big aluminum pool here. Until you put the magnet on, and all of a sudden, womp womp, you see a big piece of steel. So having your magnet handy, the best thing that you can do when it comes to any type of pools. I've seen about 50-50, half aluminum, half steel. But just because you have walls that are steel, generally the coping on the top and the bottom is aluminum, so you really want to make sure you use your magnet. Now, on a similar page, many of you have seen these inside of bathrooms. Sometimes you might see them in handicap stalls. You know, these are just units to be able to grab onto, right? A handle. Well, fortunately, the magnet doesn't stick down here, and you don't see any steel in here. This is stainless steel. Now, these are something that can be commonly found during the summer. Don't forget, the summertime is when schools shut down. A lot of renovations happen, so little things like this could be pulled out of old bathrooms or school for you to make money with. And they also, if you remember, when you climb in and out of a pool, sometimes there's stairs. There's stairs that could be coming out here. And when you're dealing with the pool, you also have that pool heater. So if your customer has a pool heater, there should be a big piece of copper inside. And we have a video showing you how to harvest that copper and how to make money on it. So make sure you check that out. Now, moving on to other items here, you know, we have warm summers, but sometimes you have cool evenings. So those cool evenings, everyone knows what this is. This is where you go and you put the propane tank underneath. You got the heater that comes through the top. Oh, I got this great piece of stainless. Not always. There's the magnet. Magnet sticks, right? So just because it's not rusting, look, the top of it is steel. The side of it is stainless. The bottom of it is steel. So what you want to be able to do is pull and separate these pieces, because now you have a clean piece of stainless on the bottom, so you can pop this piece off, and the rest of this is steel. So then you can just scrap it and be on with your day. These generally last people 3 to 5 years, and one of the most common reasons that they get a new one or scrap it, wind blows it over and damages it. So those hoods on top, check those, generally also steel. Now, what's a summer without a barbecue, right? Who doesn't love a good barbecue? But when you're taking these old grills apart, a couple things to look out for. This is an aluminum grill, okay? So you take this magnet and you can see it doesn't stick. This customer took the handles off. You don't want to have wood handles like this piece shown here. You don't want that, okay? But you also want to use your magnet, and let me show you why. The side of this is aluminum. The top of this is steel. So when you have grills, not all of them are going to be non-magnetic. This is a piece of magnetic stainless, okay? So you're going to need to take this apart, because if you show up to your scrapyard like this, or all put together, they're not buying it for anything except steel price. So if you want to make more money, it's not hard, but you got to use your magnet and sort and separate these. If there are other summer items that you want to scrap or learn about, comment below. Don't forget to subscribe and like our page. And until next time, I'll scrap you later.